Welcome to Spooky Stories with the Scarebrarian. Today we are exploring Sunnyside Cemetery in beautiful Long Beach, California. Sunnyside Cemetery, established in the early 20th century, is one of Long Beach's oldest cemeteries. It is located at 1095 East Willow Street and serves as the final resting place for many local residents, including notable figures and veterans. The cemetery's tranquil setting features rows of gravestones and monuments that date back well over a century, each marking the life of someone who once lived in the area. The lush greenery and carefully maintained grounds provides a serene backdrop. This definitely contrasts with the eerie tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that have become associated with the site. Beyond its role as a cemetery, Sunnyside also serves as a community hub, hosting various events such as live music performances and movie screenings. These events draw people from all over, but during these events, people claim to have seen ghostly apparitions, and this definitely also contributes to the cemetery's haunted reputation. The juxtaposition of a lively community gathering with the somber historical atmosphere creates a unique and somewhat unsettling ambiance. One of the most prominent spirits associated with Sunnyside Cemetery is Bessie Mackenzie Baxter. Born in 1888, Bessie tragically died in 1918 after being struck by a car near the cemetery. Her sudden and untimely death is believed to be the reason her spirit remains restless. Bessie is frequently seen wandering the cemetery at night, dressed in the wedding gown she never got to wear. Witnesses describe her apparition as a forlorn figure, her white dress shimmering ghostly in the moonlight. This haunting image of a bride who never made it to her wedding day adds a deeply emotional layer to her ghost story. Bessie's burial with her wedding dress symbolizes her unfulfilled dreams and the life she never got to live. This backstory not only enhances the emotional depth of her ghostly presence, but also evokes sympathy and sadness from those who learn about her tale. Many visitors report feeling an overwhelming sense of sorrow when they encounter her spirit, as if they are briefly touched by the unfulfilled potential of her life. Her ghostly figure is often seen near the site where she died, adding a hauntingly tragic element to her story. One particularly intense encounter involved a visitor named Crystal, who experienced a vivid and unsettling incident during a movie screening at the cemetery. Her friends dared her to sit alone, far from the group, to see if she would encounter any spirits. Crystal reported seeing a white mist in the shape of a human and feeling an otherworldly presence. When Crystal first heard about Bessie the ghost, she was immediately skeptical. Honestly, has anybody ever heard of a cemetery that is not haunted by some spirit or another? She asked her friends. When Crystal's friends heard her opinion on the alleged haunting, they wanted her to put her money where her mouth was. They proposed that during the upcoming movie screening, Crystal was to sit as far away from everyone as possible. Defiant to the end, Crystal agreed. She said, "So 2 weeks later, my friends and I went to Sunnyside Cemetery. We had turned away from those who had turned up to watch. I was allowed a blanket and a thermos full of chocolate, but they kept my cell phone with them. They told me I needed to be completely mindful of my surroundings." So the movie began. I wish I could tell you what it was, but I was far away and facing sideways. 10 minutes into it, I was just sitting there. I started to grow sleepy. Suddenly, I was standing in the middle of a 2-lane road. The only thing I could see were the stars above me and a large tree nearby. When I went to look down the road, I saw a car speeding towards me before everything went dark. When I came to, I was on my friend's blanket, tucked away and forgotten at Sunnyside Cemetery. I stretched and looked to my left, only to begin screaming at the top of my lungs. Standing over me in a white-colored mist was the vague shape of a human. I screamed, and then as quickly as it appeared, the mist was gone. I was instructed to leave the cemetery after my outburst, but I was more than okay with that. Now, whenever I go to Long Beach to see a movie at Sunnyside, I don't make fun of anyone who speaks of possible hauntings. The experience was so profound that it left Crystal deeply convinced of the cemetery's haunted nature, and now she no longer dismisses the tales of Bessie's ghost. Apart from Bessie Baxter's story, there are numerous other ghostly tales associated with Sunnyside Cemetery. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures flitting among the gravestones, hearing unexplained noises, and experiencing sudden drops in temperature. These phenomena often occur during the evening or early morning hours when the cemetery is quiet and deserted. The shadowy figures are typically described as fleeting and indistinct, often seen out of the corner of one's eye, adding to the sense of unease that pervades the cemetery. The unexplained noises reported by visitors range from whispers and murmurs to sudden loud bangs that have no apparent source. These sounds contribute to the eerie atmosphere, making Sunnyside Cemetery a popular spot for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. The sudden temperature drops, often described as bone-chilling cold spots, further enhance the cemetery's haunted reputation. These experiences are widely shared among the paranormal community, drawing investigators and curious visitors alike to explore the cemetery's ghostly secrets. Thank you for joining me today for our little journey through Sunnyside Cemetery and listening to some of the eerie ghost stories that have taken place here. So whether you're just here to appreciate the beauty or maybe hoping to see a ghost, definitely come visit Sunnyside Cemetery in Long Beach today.